gentlemen, boys and motherfucking girls, welcome to another Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, episode 21. Two of our co-hosts are missing. Well, one of them has work. I don't know where Justin's at, but yeah, they're not here as of right now. We'll see as the pod goes on.
LaBouf's in my head.
Yeah, LaBouf is he's shooting a movie right now. But this week we have a special guest on the podcast. We have the one and only 2K First Ballot Hall of Famer, Shady00018. Say what's up to the people, man.
Hey, what's up? So appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, no problem. You know, we gotta bring a Filipino on this board. You know.
Nice.
Yes, sir. But let's introduce our other co-host, a regular co-host, a singular regular co-host.
Oh man.
Dom, say what's up to the people, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My voice is gone, but I had to bring energy for Word Dude. That was for you, Word Dude. But what's up, people? I know I sound like death, but that's what Game 5 does to you. Yeah, you know.
Hey, yo, yeah, we're about to get into that Game 5 early in the pod because I wanna give Dom a safe space to talk about his feelings. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll get into the interviewee part of the pod. But you know how we like to do it on here. We try to keep it conversational. You know what I'm saying? We just want to have good conversations with good people. That's all we want to do here. But shout out.
I'm sorry. Did you see the chat? I'm sorry. Did you see what Justin just put in the chat?
Wait, what did he say? Wait,
this nigga
I don't know.
I'm sorry. This nigga said, "I'm sorry, I was asleep." Oh my God!
right.
I'm sorry.
So Justin might be here like 30 minutes into the pod.
Oh my! I'm sorry. That shit just popped up, and I just read it, and I had to laugh. I'm sorry.
You're good. But yeah, shout out to the audio people. Shout out to my YouTube people. But special shout out to the audio people. Y'all have been consistently, showing up every week. You know what I'm saying, through thick and thin. So what's up to y'all? We were kind of clowning y'all for a while here on the pod.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you guys are pulling a Jimmy Butler. You guys are proving us wrong.
You couldn't say a Nuggets. You couldn't say Jamal Murray. Yeah, I had to go there.
No, because I'm trying to transition. You know what I'm saying, to that first topic. So let's talk about it, man.
Rip the Band-Aid off. Fuck it. Rip it off.
So I was asking Shady before the pod. Yeah, Shady, just tell people where you're aligned in the NBA community.
Oh, right now, but rest in peace, Bucks. But right now, I want. I know deep down Lakers gonna win it, but I'm rooting for the underdogs, man. I like to see a Game 7. I'm pulling for a Game 7. So
yeah.
But it would be nice for Lakers to win the championship, for Kobe and everything, and fourth ring. I mean for LeBron, but
yeah,
rooting for the underdogs. So yeah.
Yeah, no, we were talking about that before we started recording. Like I'm at a point where the Celtics aren't in there, so I'm not rooting for anyone. But either way, it'd be pretty cool to see the Heat come back from 3-1, and it'd be pretty cool to see LeBron win his fourth ring. Relax, Dom. Relax. All right. Let's ISO the floor for Dom, bro. Okay, Dom, how are you feeling after Game 5, specifically the fourth quarter? Because I know that's really what this is all about, bro.
All I'm saying is, let me dive in my LeBron bag right now because people just don't understand. There was a portion of time when the score was 82-78. There was, I want to say, 5 to 6 possessions where the Heat turned the ball over or missed, or we forced a bad shot. We played great defense because we refused to play defense all game. 5 possessions. And do you know what we did on those 5 possessions? LeBron's not on the court, mind you. You know who is? AD. You know what we did? We refused to go to the post. We decided, hey, corner 3 or die. For some odd reason, for 5 possessions straight. Corner 3 or die. And you know what we did? We fucking died. It was so... I was sitting here preaching, screaming, begging, go to the post. Bam has to foul. I text in the group chat.
Yeah.
Why are we not going to the post? Because when we do, Bam has to foul. You said, and I quote, has to foul? And I'm like, yes. Because what happened? 2 possessions in a row when we got to what? 82 points. It was off of AD free throws because he was fouled in the post by Bam. Like 2 possessions in a row. After we realized, hey, maybe corner threes are just not going to get us back in the game right now. We went to the post. AD gets fouled. I'm like, bro, why do we not do this whenever LeBron's not on the court and the offense is stagnant? Why do we not do this to try to control the pace of the game and bring us back while icing the clock? Like, it's a win-win. It slows the clock down. It's easy points, and it puts Bam in foul trouble. If Bam's not in the game, do you know who their next big is? Fucking Olynyk. Like, bro, I don't.
Olynyk.
Like, dog, I'm just a regular person, okay? I'm a diehard NBA fan. Why is it that my game plan makes more sense than the coaches that get paid to do this? Frank Vogel, you get paid to do this. Why? And let's not even talk about Frank Vogel, because in what world, in what universe do you have the best duo in the league and you draw up a play? It wasn't even a screen. If it was a screen, Danny Green screens a man, and it's one thing. This nigga didn't even screen. He just walked up LeBron and said spin move, and then just walked to the goddamn side. He legit just brought the double team. The play was designed for that. I get that. But you couldn't do that for AD. You couldn't do KCP, who was hitting, he hit actual buckets that mattered that game.
Okay, Danny, but my question is, from his perspective, isn't that what I feel like running that play was the thing that Miami didn't expect. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
no. I'm not mad at the play. I'm mad at who the play was called for. Call the play for someone else. Call the play for AD or KCP. Those 2 guys are who I want to take the shot in that moment. Like, I feel like his awareness of that game really killed us, because Danny Green, at least from what I was watching, he didn't hit crucial shots. Yes, he was 2 for 3 at that point, but those weren't 2 for 3 crucial shots. KCP hit like 2 threes to put us ahead at points in the game. Excuse me. Like, KCP was hitting legit buckets. Like, he showed that, like I was saying it the whole game. KCP wants this ring. He was playing like he wanted a ring. Let that man shoot. Let AD shoot. Or just fucking ISO and let LeBron shoot. The nigga was on fire. He was like, what, 5 for 7 from 3?
Yeah, had like 40 points.
Let him shoot a fuck you 3 from the logo. Who the fuck cares?
Fuck you 3.
like, let him do that.
Yeah.
But the call to play for Danny Green, and I understand, people, why are you not getting on the Morris twin? Because why get on the Morris? That's not even the nigga we wanted. I don't care. I expected him to fuck up. We didn't want him.
Oh, my God.
We wanted his brother. We wanted his brother.
Bro. Nah, Markieff was so bad that game. You can't just not say
he was.
He was so bad. He had 0 points and like 3 turnovers and 4 fouls.
He was
in 22
a bum.
minutes.
He was a bum. He really was. But at that point, I really put most of my anger in the play, in who he called the play for. Not the play call, because it was the right call. LeBron was quadruple team. The entire team was on LeBron outside of Iguodala. That was the right play. And for all you motherfuckers saying, oh, he should have just shut the fuck up, okay? It is LeBron James. LeBron James has been LeBron James since he was 16. He makes the right play. I don't get how just because he goes on his fucking tear where he games fucking teams in 2018 and shit like that, and he's a fucking killer. But at the end of the day, he's going to make the right play, especially if yes, it was Danny Green. Danny Green is a knockdown, supposed to be a knockdown shooter. It is what it is. Jordan had play calls where he gave the ball to Paxton and Kerr. He trusted those guys. Kobe trusted Ori and Derek fucking Fisher. He trusted them. LeBron trusts his teammates that are supposed to fill those roles. Danny Green is supposed to be that guy. He missed. You live with that. Even though I didn't live with that. I put a fucking hole in my door. I didn't live with that shit very well. It hurt a lot.
You put a hole in your door?
Yes, there's a hole in my door. Yeah. Like, there's a hole in my door. Like, that's no tough. Cap.
That's tough.
Like, I was mad because I talk so much shit. For me, it's different for me because I talk so much shit going into Game 5. and we had the Kobe jerseys, and I was like, "Oh, we don't lose in the Kobe jersey." Like, it
Jimmy
meant
Butler
way
said
more,
bullshit.
man. And let me get that man his flowers, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, people, this can be a hot take, and Word Dude's not here, so I have to take the heat for the hot takes now. Jimmy Butler's better than Kevin Durant. I'm sorry.
Yo.
I'm taking,
Whoa.
I'm taking Jimmy Butler over KD. I'm just saying,
Oh man.
listen,
Dom's
I'm
words
just
do
saying.
not reflect me or Shady's opinion. Hands up.
saying.
Hands up.
I'm just no. This is all me. This is all me. All I'm saying is, if Kevin Durant can go to the damn Warriors and outperform LeBron and be better, I'm just saying Jimmy Butler's on this Heat team, which is nothing but a bunch of scrappy players. Tyler Hero is a rookie. Bam is a third-year player? Duncan Robinson, second-year player. Like, Jay Crowder is a journeyman in the league right now. Like, he's took this team and he's legit put his will in them. Who has Kevin Durant ever put his will in? Nobody. Westbrook ran him out of Westbrook ran him out of the Thunder because of the fact he had no will. Like, he had no mental strength. Westbrook ran him off his team. This man left the Warriors because no one would say he was better than LeBron. The man is mentally weak. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
At least my hot take has some substance. Jimmy Butler goes to the finals with his team, wills niggas to wins. He puts his all on the court. That's that fucking picture. I promise you, I'm probably gonna hang that picture somewhere on this wall right here of him legit hunched over on the fucking stanchion, wherever the fuck that shit was, just exhausted. And was like, you know what?
That was a dope
fuck it.
That was a dope. That's one of the greatest pictures.
Yes, that's an iconic picture. Like, real fans and real hoopers know that moment. That man was exhausted. And he said, "You know what,
bro? I saw an interview after the game. That man looks so sore.
Yeah,
he like he got up from an interview. He's probably gonna be sore as fuck tonight too.
And he's still gonna come on the ball. And he's still gonna come on the ball. And you can see it in his face. He legit mouthed something to himself. He was like, "Man, fuck it, let's do this." Got up and went back out there and still was Jimmy Buckets. Like, bro, I give that man all the credit in the world. Jimmy Butler, top 5 player in the motherfucking league. Top 5 after this finals. Yes, I'm running away with it, bro. Hot take. All right. Jimmy Butler, top 5, man. Better than KD.
Let's see how it holds up.
Oh yeah, let's see, because if he come out tonight and does some bullshit, best believe next week y'all gonna hear it from me. So
he gonna go back down to top 25.
Ooh, man.
Ooh, that's tough.
But yeah, I got it all in my system.
There you go. A safe space for Laker fans. You know what I'm saying? But before we go on, Justin is in the Zoom chat. Just making sure. Are you here?
I'm here, bro. We have a small problem.
What's the problem?
I don't know if we're gonna put this on the. Might want to take this part out, but yeah, my girlfriend's taking a shower and she's about to come back naked in like a minute or two, so I'm not turning my camera on until she comes back.
Okay, that's fine.
We're trying to get monetized. We keep putting on titties on YouTube, you know.
Yes,
that's very true.
Big facts. All right, I'll put the timestamp for that. But yeah. So before we move on, let's give our predictions for Game 6 tonight. Shady, who do you have?
I'm going for the Lakers. They're gonna win it
for
tonight.
The Lakers. They're closing it out.
They're closing it out.
Which jerseys are they wearing?
Wear the white one.
It doesn't matter anymore. Dom.
All right, Dom, who do you got winning tonight?
I hope we win.
You hope.
I hope we
Redemption
win.
Redemption
Why
time.
do you make him say that?
I want us to win tonight. I expect us to win tonight.
But who do you think is gonna win tonight?
I think we're gonna win.
All right. So, I'm not really confident Laker fan in the chat right now. Justin,
I would say I think the Lakers are going to win, but I also thought they were going to win last game. So
yeah,
that's not
I
saying
thought they were going to sweep. So that clearly didn't happen. But I got the Lakers winning tonight.
Oh no,
Let's see
we
how
were
that
we
holds
That
up.
did.
sounded
Let's
like
see
you
how-
didn't.
let-
You
let's see
didn't
how
want
that
that to
holds
happen.
Have their deep.
No,
breath.
I really don't know. I don't know if I think they're gonna win. I think the Heat has a chance to push it to 7 tonight. That's the only reason I said that. But we got the Laker rant out the way. Let's get into the interviewee section of the pod. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we're just trying to have a good conversation here. So I don't think Shady knows how big of a fan I've been of him, like for years now.
Oh wow,
Because
for real.
yes,
This man talks about you like Nick Wright talks about LeBron, bro. Like,
no, look, because here's the thing. In 2016, when I started my YouTube channel, one of the first things I really wanted to do was do NBA mixes the way you did it. So I remember watching your Immaculate video.
Oh yeah,
From 2K12, 2K13.
2K12. Yeah,
Yeah, one of the. I'm
that
like,
was way back.
yo, yeah, I'm like, yo, does he have a different game than me? This was before I knew like PC mods existed.
Yeah.
So I guess my first question is, when was the first 2K that you got into, like specifically making edits?
Oh,
and stuff
2K7. Like
2K7.
2K7. I remember I used to like play live all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I remember being so amazed when live 2003 came out, where they had the intro using actual gameplay instead of NBA highlights. I remember being fascinated over that. So wasn't until 2007 then I saw a YouTube channel called Momentous Celtic, which turned out to be the guy who does the 2K trailers right now. Every Momentous Celtic, right? 2K trailer, he does it. So it was back in 2007. So I gave it a try, and I happened to like it. I guess I fell in love with the creativity behind making the mixes. You know, putting sound effects together, the whole process. So first mix was 2007.
Right. Yeah. No. When I started doing that, I'm like, yo,
it takes time.
The amount
it
of
takes time.
it takes more time than people think.
You have to be so meticulous putting clips
like the
together.
specific camera angles.
Yeah.
If you don't pan in the right angle, or if you pan too fast, and shit, like it would take me like 10 tries just to get like one specific LeBron dunk animation.
Really takes time.
Which
till now,
I
like
respect.
even though I mastered the angles, like sometimes for a minute video, it takes me about 5 hours to complete. It's crazy.
So is that 5 hours just for the editing, or does that include recording?
Include recording and everything. It depends on the how long the mix is.
Right. Yeah. So I don't think people get like the amount of, especially with aside from the recording part, but also the editing effects you put in, like that. That's a lot of effects. So again, props to you for that. But
thank you.
Yeah. So my honest question is, how do you get these angles? Like, do you have like a different replay cam?
Nah, it's from the no. It's about years.
I swear to God, I've been trying to get like specific angles.
It's from years. It's from years doing mixes, like certain animations you can trigger, like the buzzer beaters. Sometimes like from 2K, like they recycle some of their animation. So after doing it for so long, I get familiar on how to trigger certain animations off of the timeout. So you get special angles when you do when you get to trigger those animations. So I guess that helps.
Yeah, I remember 2K had a mode where you could specifically set.
They removed the whole. Yeah, they had a mode called was it like highlight reel maker? Like you can save your clips before. Well. Yeah, you can save your clips, right? And then you had a little like editing software within the game where you put clips together, you add sound effects, and it was last seen in 2012, I think. So they had to remove the whole. Yeah.
Yeah. So like when you're getting a game so when you're getting a game winner shot, for the people who don't know, you probably have to make like a 1 minute quick game in sim.
Yeah, 1 minute quick game in sim.
Quarter,
yeah, that's it.
And hopefully you get the right clip. Yeah,
they removed one mode. There was a mode called situation mode, right? If you remember.
Yeah, that's when I was
set at a quarter. Yep. Since they removed it, you have to like play 1 minute quarter, and then if you miss the first shot, if you haven't get the right dribbling animation, you have to like make the score tied, so you won't end up restarting the game. You go to overtime and then redo it again. So it's a whole process, but I love it. It takes time.
And I think they got rid of Save and Quit.
They got rid of a lot. Yeah.
So they
just made every year it makes it hard for me, bro. Like, hey, 2K what? Every year, bro, it's a new challenge.
Yeah, they just made your job harder every single year. But I guess that adds, more to your creativeness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It pushes you more to be creative with it. But yeah, I mean, Dom, are you familiar of it? I'm pretty sure most 2K and like NBA.
I'm about to say, bro, what? I'm about to say, I've been playing 2K since forever. I definitely know about my man's edits. Like when he said the 2K, when he said 2K7 was his first one or 07, I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right because that's when kind of like the shift changed within 2K and it got real competitive with live. But yeah, I've seen almost all his goddamn mixes and edits and shit like that. So I was about to ask, how does it feel to know like when you get like a guy like The Rock or somebody who retweets one of your videos or gives you love? How does that feel?
Bro, like sometimes it's like I can't believe like The Rock, like that's The Rock, right? Like I'm a huge growing up, I'm a huge wrestling fan. Yeah. So for somebody like him to like repost and actually tag, man, like it was something else. It was something else. Like because basically like when I started, I did mixes just for myself. It's like a hobby. It's for me. So I was just blessed to have this whole fan base like coming after it. So it was a whole experience. Like I felt like a kid, especially coming from The Rock. So
yeah, I mean, like if rest in peace to Kobe, but like if Kobe ever like acknowledged that he watched my video, like I probably like break down in tears like on the spot, bro, which is crazy. So I'm like, yo, Kobe watched my video. Yeah. So that probably, I'm not even gonna say probably, it was a special moment for you.
Out of body experience, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, that was one of the things I wanted to get into was if you could just share like some of the celebrities that have shouted out or like reposted your work. Because I know I was just looking it up this morning. Like The Rock reposted one of your edits a year ago.
Who was it? Kevin Hart, I think. LeBron did, I think, too. Twice, I think. Yeah.
Exactly. Like if LeBron retweets something from me, I'm like, yo,
bro,
that's crazy.
It was. I can't believe it sometimes. Like sometimes, like is it really happening? Like especially like we just play video games for for fun, right? And you never expected like come to this level, come to this point. Like when your actual idols get to like recognize some of your work. You work hard to do, so it's pretty amazing, bro.
Right.
Oh no, I bet, man. I had a damn interaction with Terrence Ross about some MMA shit, and I felt jittery. So I can't even imagine someone like LeBron or The Rock doing retweeting or like anything I fucking do. So I know for a fact, that's some surreal shit right there.
Yeah, the closest I've gotten is interviewing Semi Ojeleye, which is like my crowning achievement. You know what I'm saying? And I interviewed him for 30 seconds, and I was like shaking my boots off. But like when guys like LeBron and The Rock retweet your stuff, and they kind of in a way like claim it as their, a representative of them, like that's something special. That's something special, man.
Really special.
So, like I said, I think I saw. On the episode of 2K TV where Travis Scott was in it. He was like,
"Oh yeah, right, yeah."
I was like, "Shout out Shady for the
shout out Shady." Like, that was
like, yo, Travis Scott just said his name. I'm like, yo, what?
I was like blown away too. Like I can't like every day. Like it's like a blessing, man. Like never expected. Like just do the work, and that's it.
So when did that relation with 2K start? Like, what was?
Oh, way back 2K10, bro. I had the guy from Operation Sports, Steve Noah, if you know of him.
Yep.
So early on, like he caught wind of my YouTube channel. So he actually reached out to me, asked me to like upload videos in his forums. He said that some of the people over their forums actually work for 2K. So that's when I met LD through Steve Noah. So since way back, like 2K10, 2K12, I've been like 2K has been like really, really supportive of
that's dope.
Mixes.
That's really dope.
So has it been mostly like when you're working with them, has it been mostly remote? Because I know you're based in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So have you ever like gone to the US to?
Yeah, they had a hard time getting me there. Like I was interviewed like twice, like since 2K14, 15. I think they didn't push through because of the whole passport thing, the visa. So
Right.
so 2K16, it was 2K16. They reached out to me. The president of 2K asks me to do if I wanted to do that intro. I was like, hell yeah. And then like but I didn't have the visa, right? So it's like
Right.
illegal for me to like come to the States and then work, right? So they had me like they had me like 2 days. I had like 2 days to go to the headquarters and then play an early build of 2K17. They didn't have the rookies yet. Ben Simmons wasn't there yet. So they had like this generic model. So they had me like 2 days, capture as much clips as possible, and then fly back 12 hours back to the Philippines, and then have it done after 4 days. And
That's
then I was
crazy.
like, yeah.
So you still did the intro though, right?
Yeah, for 2K17. Yeah, I did. So I had me work here instead of there since I didn't have the right papers yet. So
yeah. So they tried to get you like to the U.S. and like stay.
Yeah, I think they did pull through because the whole working thing.
Yeah. Especially from like because my parents had a working visa, so I know. How
so it gets tricky.
Yeah.
So I had to work here. Like I had to capture enough. I had to capture enough clips just to fill up the gap, the intro. So
yeah. So is the 2K17 intro
that's the last one. They didn't do.
That's
the last 2K intro like they had like 18, 19, 20, 21. They didn't have any.
Oh, they haven't had an intro? I haven't even.
Yeah, that was the last one.
I just spam X. I'm like, yo,
let
me get into my career, bro.
Yeah, 18, 19, 20, 21. They didn't have an intro. Hopefully to bring it back. Like,
Next gen intros definitely be dope because that shit looks next gen. Like I don't know if y'all seen
next gen the screenshots,
the fucking reveal for that shit, like the actual videos.
So good.
Bro, that shit looks so realistic. Like when I first seen it, when I seen current gen 2K21 next to next gen 2K21 with Steph Curry, I was like, bro, I didn't realize it was next gen for the first couple seconds. I was like, oh, that's Steph. And I'm like, oh no, that's next gen. Oh shit. Bro, that shit looks lifelike. Like that shit's crazy. So I can already imagine like with your angles and how you cut shit, the shit's just gonna look dope if they actually bring that shit back, which they should. Petition to bring back intros from my man Shady for next gen 2K.
Oh yeah, for real.
That's what I'm saying.
Kill
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Kill the game. What?
Yeah. So whatchamacallit? Have you had access to next gen yet? Or
I wish
are
though.
You just like the fans?
I'm just like the regular. Yeah, I'm just waiting, bro. Plus, we don't get the PS5 to like no pre-orders yet here, so
I was about to say like, yo, you already have the PS5?
No,
you just got an NDA.
I wish.
No, I feel you on that. That's cool though. That's cool.
So real quick, Shane.
Go ahead.
So which 2K in your opinion was the most fun to play? Because I know you played fucking all of them. Like, and you've put hours into playing the motherfucker. So, in your opinion, which back from the beginning to now, which is your most fun 2K?
So probably like the general consensus is probably the best 2K. The most fun I had was 2K11, bro. Like
2K11.
Yeah, people up to now saying that 2K11 is the best 2K with it Jordan stuff in it. So yeah, for me, 2K11 was something else. It was good.
I can feel that.
Yeah, and going into 2K14 next gen for PS4, playing it for the first time too. They had the best Kobe render in that game. I don't know still how they can't get Kobe in today's today's current games. But when you look back in 2K14 for the PS4, the Kobe model, bro, it was uncanny, bro. The best still.
Dude, I've had this conspiracy theory that like 2K has low-key made their graphics a little worse over the years. Just so that when next gen comes, they can have because I'm not gonna like I saw Steph Curry in 2K21 this year. I'm like, I swear to God, I've seen better Steph Curry's like in the last 3 years. So
the marketing hype.
That's what I'm saying. So they can have those side-by-side screenshots.
For real.
But yeah, next gen, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the trailer, I'm like, it kind of looks weird. And then I watched it on YouTube because on Twitter it's like 720, 30 frames. There's a bunch of compression. And then you go to YouTube and you watch it 1080p, 60 frames. I'm like, yo.
So good, crispy.
Bro, that's when Luka came out that tunnel. I'm like, nigga, this looks like over the shoulder for a game. Yes. Like a real game.
So good.
Like the fans, Like I forgot who was I watching.
You
I
got
think I was
Mark
watching the
Cuban
Black
over
Hokage.
there, bro.
Yeah, he dapped up Mark Cuban, and it was like legit Mark Cuban. I'm like, oh my god, like what you call it? I was watching the Black Hokage break down the fucking trailer, and he pointed out like, bro, they filled the stadium up with like more fans than ever.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, and I actually
There's
looked.
more
I'm like,
unique fans. Too.
oh yeah, like they're more. It's more like it's more descriptive in the faces and everything. It's not like just fucking copy pasted faces everywhere. Like it looks like legit. Everyone looks real. I'm like, bro, this shit's crazy.
Yeah. Yo, Justin, what'd you think about the trailer, bro?
Is that the one with Steph Curry and
the Mavericks?
Yeah. Luka, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. The trailer looks dope, but the trailer always looks dope. That's the thing.
Oh man.
It does. It always looks
non-believer, bro.
They do that with every game, not just 2K. So
okay, so a couple
weeks
ago,
dope as hell.
We were having this conversation about the Xbox One S.
Oh, God.
And you said that it's not a next gen console.
Bro, it's basically a previous gen console that can play next gen games.
Which
so
is
it's
perfect.
a next gen
like
console.
1080p.
Thank you.
Isn't that a next gen console?
Technically, but it's no better than the old generation.
But the old generation can't play next gen games.
But if it's not an improvement, why buy
it is an improvement.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only difference.
The next gen consoles wouldn't be able to render what the trailer you see. Next gen consoles can't handle that. I mean, the current gen consoles, they can't handle it at all.
No. If you think the Xbox S series is gonna look like that, you're on a fucking crack, dude. It's gonna.
It is.
It's the same game. What are you talking about?
It's the same game, but they lower the quality. If the graphics card can't handle it, they will lower the quality, bro.
It's not gonna. Okay, they might. It's not gonna be as good as 4K graphics, but it's not gonna look like. It's not gonna look like PS4 2K when you play it on there.
It might. It probably will.
It won't though. It's gonna look like gonna look like that trailer, but instead of 4K, it's in 180p.
When we get no, because the graphics card's just as bad too. It's not a better graphics card, so how would the graphics get any better? I'm pretty sure the graphics can render 180p on the fucking Xbox One. No, that's not how graphics work, Dom. That's
just what do you mean that's not
the amount of pixels isn't
when you watch the trailer, could you notice the difference between current gen and next gen?
The current gen game or the current gen trailer?
So when you watch the next gen trailer on Twitter with all that compression,
yes,
it looked better. So on 720/30, it looked better.
No, guys, this isn't how graphics work.
Oh
it's
my
not the amount of pixels that are shown on the screen.
That's how graphics work. That's how it works.
No.
So if you could notice the difference on Twitter with all that compression,
I didn't watch it on Twitter.
Okay, either way on YouTube, that's still just show a level of compression on YouTube. When you play that game, even if it's not in 4K,
yeah, but when
it's still going to be the same game.
When you watch a trailer on YouTube, YouTube isn't rendering the graphics real time like it is in the game.
But it's still, bro, what you've seen, regardless of the trailer or what, those are the graphics you're gonna see. Like that's how Luka's gonna look on that game. That's how Steph's gonna look on that game.
On a new generation console, yeah, it probably will. If you play it on
that's how it's gonna look on the Xbox One S.
It's probably not gonna look as good.
It's gonna look just like that, just not in 4K.
Dom, let me know when you play the game if it looks
oh my God, bro.
Shady, if you don't know, this is one of our long-lasting debates on this pod, dude. The Xbox One Series S.
Oh, okay.
Because it's $300 and Justin just thinks it's not a worth it purchase because it's not as...
I'm its biggest hater. Yeah. I'm its biggest hater.
He legit thinks it's just a basic Xbox One.
It's an Xbox One with the
He's the Skip Bayless of the Xbox One.
Bayless of the Xbox.
That doesn't even make sense. Like, oh, bro, nah, because the graphic card isn't as big as the other one, bro. It's not gonna look that good. It's gonna look like current gen, even though it's next gen. That's basically what you're saying. So you're telling me if I buy the Xbox One S and I play 2K21 next gen, it's gonna look like current gen? It's not gonna look like next gen?
Tough.
Oh, you're pretty quiet.
No, I'm muting my mic. Someone came in my room. What'd you say? I wasn't listening.
I said if I buy the Xbox One Series S and I play 2K21 next gen, you're telling me it's going to look like current gen 2K, not next gen 2K?
Yeah, you're not going to be able to tell the difference.
How, Sway? How? How is that possible?
Because the graphics card's the same. The graphics card's the same. The graphics aren't going to get any better.
It's a next generation game. That's like no. That's
Dominic,
like saying
Dominic, listen to me.
Dominic,
relax.
That's legit like saying if you bought the Xbox, if that's like saying 2K14 next gen, like, oh nah, bro. Because the graphics card isn't good enough, it's gonna like current gen 2K14. It's not gonna like next gen 2K14. That's what you're saying.
This is what I have to say. Have you realized how when 2K comes out with the game on the same console generation year to year, there's slight improvements, but it basically only looks drastically different between console generations?
Yes.
You know why that is, right? Because the thing that's different between console generations is the graphics card. It improves between console generations. That's why they're able to improve the graphics so much. When you use the same graphics card as the year before,
using the same graphics card.
They're not using the same graphics card.
The graphics card is much closer
because it has the same amount of RAM.
But it's not the same.
RAM isn't even in the graphics card.
But it's not the same though. It's not
Do
the
you guys
same.
know how computers work?
Bro, graphics card has RAM.
You're worrying too much about computers. You just need to buy a PC. You're saying that the Xbox One Series S basically has the exact same graphics card as the Xbox One.
It's probably closer to the Xbox One than that.
But is it an improvement? No. Is it an improvement? Is the Xbox One Series S, so. Is the graphics card an improvement? Is it improved in any way?
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that much. You don't know,
but you know for a fact that the game. You know for a fact.
Wait, you bought the Series S, right? You bought the Series S, right?
Not yet. I haven't bought either one of them yet.
When you buy it, record some gameplay, and we'll watch it on the podcast. How about that?
Okay. Here's the thing.
Confident.
If Dom does record and put it on the podcast, and he's right and we're right, will you come on the pod and say that you were wrong?
Yeah, you don't know shit about 2K.
I'll do it, and I'll come on and say I was wrong.
Alrighty.
We're having this argument with a mother. We're having an argument about 2K with someone who doesn't play 2K. I don't understand this. I don't get this shit, man. I don't.
It's crazy.
You don't have to play 2K to know how video games work.
Obviously, you don't know how video games work. What the fuck? Like, you don't know how video games work.
Dom, did you just tell me I don't know how video games work?
You obviously don't. If you think that the next gen game is going to look the exact same as current gen on a next gen console, that's Word-do levels of stupid.
I love how Word-do levels are stupid.
We gotta leave him alone, dude. He's over here.
Yeah, he's working, dude. He's trying to get this bread, bro. Really?
Yeah, he's trying to get this bread the night before we decide to. No, fuck that. He's catching heat, especially after last week in the comment section. Obviously, I'm not the only one who feels like this. Everyone who watched this knows Word-do is trying to put us in this fucking flight genjutsu. So yeah, no.
I have my conspiracy. I put in the chat. I was in my Word-do bag. You guys see my conspiracy?
What was it? Say it to the pod people.
This is my LeBron James passed the ball to Danny Green because he wanted him to miss. Think about it.
Bro, you've been hanging out with Wordy too much.
No, I swear, bro. You got caught in the genjutsu. I can't.
The MVP. Release. You guys can admit the MVP voting is going to be close, right?
Release. Please.
Yes.
LeBron forced an extra game so that he can further the difference between him and AD. Last game, it was clear.
But if he won Game 5, he would have won Finals MVP.
No, it was close. But if he gets one more
after Game 5?
He could solidify. Yeah.
Bro, if the Lakers won in Game 5 and he just dropped a 40-point triple-double pretty much.
That was Finals MVP.
That closes the deal.
No, you were counting by game, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh
I said no, and I said even if you count by games, Game 1 and Game 2, AD was favored, right? But like it was still close, like I said, but AD was favored. Game 3 happens. LeBron. Game 3, I really don't care. They were both kind of mid that game. I don't care about Game 3. Game 4, I would favor LeBron. But again, it's still close. But I'd favor LeBron. So now it's 2-1. And then we get into Game 5, and LeBron drops a 4.
He did better by a mile. Not even 2-2. Listen,
that's why I said you got to weigh out the games. You can't just do game, you know?
I mean, but even if you do game,
yes. Me.
No. Even if you do game, yes, AD got the edge, but it was still mad close those two first games. It wasn't like it was definitively AD. It was AD, but it was AD by coin flip. So LeBron outdoing but LeBron outdoing him by a mile in Game 5, regardless if you go game, would have got it to him because he outdid him by a mile. Like it wasn't close.
Yeah, after Game 4, I was saying AD because after the 2 games, it was AD. Like I said, Game 3, I really don't care. LeBron gets Game 4, but by the end of Game 4, it's still AD 2-1.
My man's about to pop off on his Game 6. Be the unanimous MVP.
Unanimous.
Because of the Danny Green spot, man.
The unanimous Finals MVP.
Yeah, it was
unanimous Finals MVP. The first
That's
ever.
crazy.
LeBron.
Guys, let me help you. Release. There we go. Get juice over. All right.
We had to get a conspiracy in for the week. Word was on the road.
Your word was
He's
not.
getting his
We had
money
to
on
get
the
some
road.
money is definitely on the road.
Booty knows.
Booty. Shady, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna give you the link for that music video.
I'm about to say, yeah, Shady's probably confused as hell. Like, Booty, no, what the fuck is going on here?
All right, okay, so I honestly just have one more interview question, unless you guys have more. But like you said, like a lot of people know, you have worked with 2K for a decent amount of years now. So my question is, and 2K the past, I don't know, 3-4 years has had like a pretty shaky relationship with the fan base. Like a decent amount of people hate them. So my question is there something about like the 2K dev community and the people that you work with that I feel like is underappreciated by the people?
Like I met during my tour, they when they brought me there, like I met a couple of some of the devs, right? Like Mark Stauffer, like he does the rosters, like for example, like if Jimmy Butler does good this game, they do update rosters weekly, right? The ratings. So I thought it was simple, like if Jimmy Butler scores this amount of points this game, he gets an rating up, right? So they have like to do maths. They have to do like calculations, stats.
Yeah, they probably have an algorithm. Right?
Yeah, they have the algorithm. But 2 guys are only working on it. 2 guys. And I thought it was as simple like as Jimmy Butler doing good, automatic rating update. So basically, like when they explained it to me, I was like so lost. I was like dumbfounded. Like so much work goes into like as simple as rating upgrade. Like so another guy like Mike Wang. Pretty much Mike Wang is like the key dev, right? Like, and I appreciate 2K having like they're being vocal on Twitter, like Ronnie 2K, Mike Wang. He frequently asks for feedbacks, like so. Yeah, pretty much like Mike Wang and LD has a decent relationship with the community. So hats off to them, bro.
Yeah, because I feel like 2K does get a lot of criticism from the fan base. But I feel like to a degree,
sometimes like they hate the fans can be toxic as well.
Yeah,
I
think to a degree, I think to a degree, like the dev team kind of gets underappreciated in certain aspects of the game because like making a game like this is not an easy job. You know what I'm saying? Having all these different modes and to really like, I know they're the only game out there, but they're really pushing the boundaries of like what a sports game is.
For real, bro. Like people don't look at the details. Like as simple as having like the warm-up shirts, different style of warm-up shirts, or the referees. Now we have female referees, so they don't. Some of them don't appreciate the smaller details because that's why I fell in love with 2K in the first place, because of the details, especially the commentary, bro. The broadcast commentary, one of the best. Like excellent. Like some games that had Shaq over, some like last year they have Kobe over the booth. Like the commentary in that game, so good. Like one of the best.
Yeah, it just feels like natural every single game. Yeah,
people look over that.
They really do look over it. I remember being like when I was younger playing 2K. Like I legit learned shit about basketball from the commentary playing 2K. Like no cap, like shit I bring up in like today talking about basketball. I learned from playing fucking 2K. Like. You're right. Like, it's a lot of details. You was talking about the warm-up jerseys. I remember when you looked on the fucking benches and no one had warm-up jerseys. Like, no one had little shooting shirts.
Now you have variety. You get variety. Like, you
and then it's like,
you get the hoodies.
If you were in the game, you might come out and you won't have a warm-up jersey on. Then after halftime, everyone has it back on. I remember the point in time where only the current and the away jerseys was the ones that had warm-up jerseys. If you use retro jerseys, no warm-ups. Like I remember all that, and I remember the fucking steps and shit. So it's kind of crazy that you brought that up because I felt like I was one of the only people that noticed little shit like that. So that's dope.
Yeah, like even the loading screens. I remember they still have it today. They have the multiple choice question. But I remember playing 2K11, the PS2 version, which was like playing the PS4 version of 2K21 at this point back then. But they had, even back then, they had the loading screens and they had multiple choice questions. And like I learned a lot from just like loading screens. So I think 2K has really done a lot to, in its own way, to expand like basketball in itself and expand the knowledge within the community. And I don't think that gets appreciated
culture right now, bro. Yeah.
Hey Justin, what was your favorite detail from like older 2Ks?
Shut the fuck up. You know I don't play that stupid ass trash game. No thanks, Shady, but I fucking hate 2K.
Once again, Justin's opinion does not represent the whole squad.
I'm allowed to hate 2K.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I think it's ridiculous.
You're right. You know, 2K is ridiculous, so is baseball. We're all on the same page here.
Honestly, no. Hey, I thought this season's baseball season has been ridiculous, so I'm with you, Dom.
It's probably it's like the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. Don't get me started.
What's different?
There wasn't any fans before, there still are now.
Nobody watching this podcast wants to listen to me rant about baseball. Let's be real.
I'm just saying they hit the ball before, they hit the ball after. What was the difference?
They shoot the ball before, they shoot the ball after, they dribble the ball. It's the same, right? Basketball is the same too. Are you stupid? It's not the same. What the fuck are you saying?
You're really on your neck.
Oh, bro. Let me stop.
Yeah, going back on positive 2K bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're with an official 2K employee. I can't be slandering it like this. Yeah, I can. Whatever. What's he gonna do? Ban me? I don't play.
He already banned himself. He self-reported.
Ban me. It's my gamer tag on PlayStation is Justin Blake 00. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, but throughout, especially this gen, I've heard a decent amount of people complain about the lack of graphical improvements every year. But I feel like if a 2K dev really came up to you and explained why they can't make graphical improvements.
But I heard they're both they split the devs in two teams. The main ones who's working on the next gen, and then the other was working on the current gen. So I guess there's no difference from.
That's why nothing gets done. They got the second string devs working on current gen this whole time. That's why nothing gets done. We got a bunch of damn Dion Waiters over here. We got the Dion Waiters of the devs.
They got Jay Crowder.
They got Jay Crowder working on the current gen. No, but even before this year, like I've heard that as a complaint from the community, like going from 17 to 18, that the graphics didn't improve. But I feel like if a 2K dev really explained to you the intricacies of how to upgrade the graphics, you'd be like,
you wouldn't know what they're talking about.
If 2K came out every 2 years, like I'd understand, but they do it like yearly, so I guess there's so little you can do in a year. So
because I feel like they could.
Call of Duty.
Because I feel like they could, but the game might not be able to run at 60 frames consistently.
For real.
Like it might be running at like 45, 30 if they did that. And then we get more complaints about 2K putting out a game that's not even playing at 60 frames. So it's a lose-lose situation for them.
Yeah, you know, the graphics cards couldn't handle it, so.
What you know about graphic cards?
Now they can do it. Even on the Series S.
Nah, the Series S dude.
Oh man,
I can't wait till the Series S comes out.
And I'm sitting here
like
playing
the best console ever made. It's the same game with old generation graphics.
Jesus. Okay, Shady, I have a question. You know, and this is because I'm not about to get into that. Shady, I have a question, and this is non-basketball related. I see you're a WWE fan. I see it on the shirt, and I have.
Oh yeah.
I ask anybody this, two questions really. First question, top 5 wrestlers in your opinion, your top 5 favorite. I'm not gonna say best because that's very debatable. So your top 5 favorite wrestlers, and what era of wrestling was your favorite era of wrestling?
Easy. Top 5 if you like what? Base it on all
time,
all around.
All time, all around.
From
your
in-ring
favorite
skills, all plus what
all
they did
around.
for the sport. Man,
your favorites.
you gotta put Stone Cold like number 1. You have to put
Mhm.
Hogan. You put Hogan there. What he did for the business. I know in-ring skills is, but what he did for the business is top notch. You put you gotta put Shawn Michaels in there. Taker, and you gotta put Ric Flair.
You didn't say The Rock? Oh my god!
No, top 5. That's top 5.
That's not top 5.
All right, top.
He got Rocket.
Gotta remove. All right, let's replace Taker with Rock. All right, that's the top 5.
I wouldn't even say take. Bro, listen, look. This is a hot take. I'm not putting Hogan in my top 5. I'm sorry.
But what he did to the sport.
Bro, you can say
here in the Philippines, bro. He was like,
Bill Russell.
His reach was so global.
Listen,
even my mom knows about Hulk Hogan.
Listen,
like I talk about wrestling when I was a kid, and my mom would be like, "You don't know about Hulk Hogan."
Skills, like,
First of all,
I'd take Hogan out of there.
Hulk Hogan, I would say popularity-wise, is like on some Jordan shit. Like everyone knows Hulk Hogan. Yes.
Like
that is what it is.
He's
yes, but when you take everything into consideration, there is no way The Rock to us, to our generation, that is our Hulk Hogan. Like our kids kids from people our age, even motherfuckers like older than us, like The Rock is the face of wrestling. Like coming up, The Rock was everything. So the same way for the older generation, how Hulk Hogan was, that was who The Rock was for us. And then you said Shawn Michaels. Love that pick. Shawn Michaels, great. Stone Cold, great. I would say Ric Flair is another one where it's like he's kind of like being grandfathered in from an older generation. I get it. Him and Hulk Hogan, I can see them on the Mount Rushmore of like what they've done for the wrestling game. But in ring ability, I'm sorry.
Put Bret Hart in it?
Bret Hart, I feel Bret Hart. But I feel like Triple H in ring ability I feel like he's better than Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. Like I feel like in ring ability kind of gets overshadowed by popularity. Because John Cena. I'm sorry, bro. John Cena is. Come on, man. Like I remember.
Okay, so what does the WWE community think of John Cena?
John Cena's in my top 5 would definitely be.
Oh, what's your top 5? What's
my top 5?
Top 5 looking like in
order or just in general?
Yeah, and no, it doesn't have to be in particular order.
In general, my top 5 would be The Rock, John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold. That's my top 5. But again, I'm a kid who I was born in the 90s, so I came at the end of, I want to say, what was the Attitude Era? Was that the Attitude Era or Attitude Era? I came at the end of the Attitude Era into Ruthless Aggression. So that's where really where I grew up watching wrestling. Ruthless Aggression. What happened?
You know that's your best era? To answer your second question?
Ruthless Aggression probably was my best era. Like between Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression. That's when wrestling was at the peak.
Like actual eras, or do the fans come up with the names?
No, that's like actual.
I think the fans.
That's like the legit WWE.
That's like common fan. Like
that's how they perceive it now.
Yeah, that's how like common like fan knowledge. Like all fans.
Who's the GOAT? Who's the best wrestler?
Is there a consensus GOAT in the WWE?
No, at least not to me. I don't think so.
Is there a Jordan LeBron
type deal? I mean, if I had to compare Jordan and LeBron to wrestlers that motherfuckers would know, I would say the closest probably be The Rock and John Cena.
I've heard of them.
The Rock and John Cena is probably the closest thing to like Jordan and LeBron I can think of. Yeah.
The heaviest I watched the WWE was like from 05 to 09, and I watched a lot of it with my grandpa in the Philippines.
Nice.
Yeah, that was the end of the Ruthless
Batista and Rey Mysterio.
Rey
those
Mysterio.
are my two.
Bro, Eddie Guerrero, bro.
Eddie Guerrero.
One of the best.
I remember when Eddie Guerrero died.
Oh
I remember that was a big deal. But my question is with WWE, because again, like a lot of people have criticized it for being scripted, but my question is, to what degree do like the individuals have control in their career, or is it just all like because when you say like what Hulk Hogan did for the sport, Like, how much was that? Was just like Hulk Hogan doing his thing instead of like the WWE pushing it as a company?
I mean, well, to me, I just feel like it depends on your persona and how your persona is perceived. Like, if you're a guy that everyone loves, like if you're someone that can move the needle, so like if you're somebody that can bring a reaction out of fans, whether it's good or bad, like for example, Randy Orton. Randy Orton is a guy that regardless of what, RKO head punt guy, like Randy Orton brung out an emotion. Like Randy Orton made people hate him. Like if you can bring,
I hated the Edge, dude. I hated the Edge.
Rated R superstar,
Edge. Loved him. Like I loved Edge, but those type of guys, like if your persona can like translate to fans, good or bad, as long as motherfuckers are talking about you and either want to see you win or would love to see you lose,
like the
then
Rockets?
the WWE would kind of like, they'll set you up for greatness. If you're forgettable, you're going to get written in a forgettable role. Like you're going to be a journeyman. You're going to be, let's throw him in, third match in, who the fuck cares? But if you're somebody that can bring a reaction out of people, like if you're a superstar, like in NBA, like if you're a superstar, superstars talk. Like superstars get written in championship roles. They get the good storylines. They get the good deals. Like it's just how it is. Who do
you consider like the last Hogan was? John Cena?
Yeah, John Cena's
the last biggest
Hogan.
Superstar.
He's the last biggest one because ever since then,
they're all superstars.
Okay, Justin.
Aren't they called the WWE superstars?
Superstars.
Anywho, I would say because I stopped watching wrestling. I would say I stopped watching wrestling probably like heavy. I stopped watching it around 2012, 2013-ish is when I really stopped watching it as much as I did when I was younger. And it's just because growing up, you kind of phase out of certain things. So it just wasn't the same as it was for me. But even when I tune in, it's like they're bringing back motherfuckers from when I was a kid. So it's not like they can't, they're having a hard time creating.
They can't make up their stars. Like,
they
can't build new stars.
Like, So the last one really was John Cena. And that says a lot because John Cena, I remember it was a point in time where it was just like, John Cena was Superman. Like the nigga could do no wrong. He was good for so long that people got
his longevity too.
Him.
You gotta give him that.
He was good for so long, people got sick of seeing him be good.
Like he got cheers and boos at the same time, bro.
Yeah. Like that's never happened with anyone. Like no one's ever done that. Like The Rock, he left the game before that could happen to him. Like I'm pretty sure that probably would happen with The Rock too. Like if The Rock consistently wrestled, he would have the John Cena effect where it was like, bro, okay, if you smell, I get it. God damn it. Go on somewhere. Like he would have had that effect. It would have been that for The Rock. But John Cena, he's the last.
He's the last.
Hogan caliber. Like I feel like with wrestling, you have that. Like you have tiers. You have the Hogan tier, which is like the face, and it's like guys like I would say you could put The Rock up there. You could put Stone Cold up there.
Stone Cold, Shawn
Michaels and Triple H, The Undertaker. Yeah, those guys are on that tier. John Cena's the last guy that's on that tier.
Face,
So
I agree.
Who's been like the biggest names since then? I vaguely remember CM Punk. I think was
CM. They're trying to push Roman Reigns now, turned him heel. So
I feel like he's so boring. I don't know. I don't like it. He's just so boring, bro. Like
that's why he's stuck in with Paul Heyman right now. He's with Paul Heyman.
You old head. So do you still watch it to this day, or do you just like watch old clips at this point?
Me? Yeah, I still watch it, especially AEW and NXT, bro. I'm a huge fan of NXT. Like I like guys over at NXT. Like their in-ring work in NXT, so good.
Mm-hmm. I heard that a lot. Like a lot of people trying to get me into like NXT, and I'm like,
you should watch their takeovers, bro. Their pay-per-view, so good.
I've seen it. I've actually seen like some NXT fights. I was like, oh, this is reminiscent of like good wrestling. Like this is like good.
Agreed.
When I say good wrestling, obviously people, I know it's scripted, but like it's entertaining. Like the problem I found was, even though it's scripted, when I was a kid, the shit was still fun to watch. Like it was still, the characters was fun. Like this shit was just fun to watch. It got to a point where it was just like, all right, here comes the suplex. And then the Irish whip into a clothesline, and up he's getting into it with the fans, and up there's the referee down, so he's about to hit him with a weapon. Up, bang, there it is.
Yeah,
like, you
sometimes
can just tell.
it
was so fucking copy paste, cut board like bullshit.
Yeah,
so
there'll be sometimes like doesn't doesn't like obey logic. Like 1 minute you're like this, and then you just get a title shot just for speaking out. Like, oh, the guys over at AEW, bro, like they treat it like they got rankings over there. They got records, like win-loss records. Yeah, that's why I like AEW too.
They got they got Cody Rhodes. They have
Chris Jericho is there.
I know they have what's his name? He was in WWE, but now he was with the Shield.
Rusev is there.
Not even that. The dude that was with the Shield.
John Moxley is. It's Dean Ambrose.
Yes, Dean Ambrose. I seen him. I was like, oh, so they got a pretty
Justin looks so lost.
they got a solid roster from what I've seen.
I'm learning.
Justin, have you ever watched WWE at all?
I saw. I was watching either NFL or NBA, and I had that advertisement, and this dude up on top of this real big cage, and he jumps and lands on another guy. That's all I saw.
That's 50 matches.
That's all I've seen of wrestling.
It sounds like one of the Hardy Boys. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know which one, but it's probably one of them.
No, it was an advertisement for like a new one. It was like this weekend, watch wrestling.
This weekend, watch wrestling. Bro, that's so bland.
I don't know. Watch wrestling.
Watch wrestling.
And it was just a guy way up. Like, bro, they can, even if it's scripted, they can still get very hurt from this shit. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Man jumps like
one dude broke his ankle
feet.
like yesterday, bro. Like twisted his ankle. So bad.
Yeah. Didn't Rey Mysterio have his eye pop out or some shit like not too long ago?
Oh god,
yeah, I'm not sure.
I hope not.
Yeah, it was something like that. Like Rey Mysterio's eye, like legit.
Oh yeah, they had an eye for eye match, bro. That was yes. And now his whole family's in the game, bro. Like they got.
Oh yeah, I seen his son. Yeah,
his son.
When I seen that shit, I was like, bro, I'm getting fucking old. I remember when Dominic was he was having the fucking custody battle.
Yeah, with Eddie Guerrero, right? The DNA test and everything. Custody. Oh my god.
I was like, bro, that's the same kid. Now he's in the fucking ring getting beat with kendo sticks. I'm like, oh my god. For real. This shit's crazy.
Wait, Rey Mysterio?
No, his son. Rey Mysterio's son.
Oh, Rey Mysterio's son. So Rey Mysterio's son is now a wrestler.
Yeah. The whole family's there, bro.
Is he still 619ing? Because that was my shit when I was a kid. That's crazy. No, when I used to watch it, I honestly think like me knowing the fact that it was scripted really ruined it for me. Because when I was watching, I'm like, oh shit, that guy's really bleeding. I'm like, yo, is he okay? And I was so invested into the storylines, and I really thought like people hated each other and shit. But I guess that is their target audience, and I was targeted, and it worked. It worked.
I ain't gonna lie. When I realized it was fake, it kind of killed a little bit because I'm like, bro, this nigga John Cena is legit fighting Randy Orton in the street somewhere, and then you see on fucking Twitter these niggas are sharing a beer. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this?
You didn't know it was fake when you watched it.
When I was
thought everyone knew. Oh
yeah, when I was a kid, I was like 6, 8.
No, once I hit like 12, once I hit like 12, 13-ish, and then I realized like clear cut it was fucking fake. And then that's when it kind of killed it a little bit. I was still in it because I'm like, I like a lot of the wrestlers. But once all my favorite wrestlers started like to phase out, I was like, yeah, this shit's
black. You got to be like Wardu and realize that everything's fake. Even the NBA is fake. That's when you really open your minds on it.
Jesus,
some people grow out of it. Like there's two lanes pretty much. Real. Some people grow out of it, and some people just accept it as entertainment and just accept that for what it is.
Especially ever since they turned
PG. Like if you always knew it was fake,
that's what killed it for me.
Yeah, for me too.
The PG era killed it for me because it was like, bro, at least before the PG era, when I knew it was fake, at least it was still funny and it was entertaining. Like now you can't even say certain shit. You can't. Bruh. They don't want to
have sex on like live TV, bro.
Legit. I was like fucking 11 years old.
Yeah, with Lita.
With my little Peter in the goddamn blankets, like, oh my god, they're really doing it.
Wait, when did the
bro? When did the PG era start? Edge, bro.
Wait, when did the PG era start?
Probably around 2013, like around 2013, 2014 ish.
So maybe before that was when everything was going crazy.
Bro, you can't even curse now. Everybody talks the same.
That's crazy.
Everybody talks the same.
You can't fucking hit people with chairs a certain way. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this, man?
No intergender matches. You can't hit a woman now, like because.
Are you serious? This is stupid, bro.
Justin goes, are you serious? You can't hit a woman now?
You can't hit women? What the hell? What you say? Oh, you can't hit women? What? You can't hit women? What?
This is blasphemy.
I feel like they'd be pushing like equality.
Had ass.
No,
bro. I remember the Dudley Boys.
Everybody hit everybody. I want to see women hitting men, women hitting babies.
Oh, that was
Oh my God.
that women hitting babies. Jesus Christ.
Not hitting
That was my
real
next
babies.
question though. Shady, who were three wrestlers that like are three wrestlers that you like loved growing up that weren't like mainstream like guys? Like there was just like for me,
This is
like,
like
for
mid
example,
Carters, like mid.
yeah,
Fuck
like
YouTubers.
for me growing up, fucking Crime Time. I love Crime Time, even though it was retardedly racist. Now that I look back at it,
Yeah.
retardedly racist. But love Crime Time growing
Crime
up.
Time,
The Boogeyman was my nigga.
Boogeyman,
I
bro.
love the Boogeyman.
I hated that.
shit-
That dude scared the fuck out of me.
Bro, that shit.
He's
It was
also
funny
just
for
scared
me
by everyone.
because he used to scare my little cousins. So what I would do is
He
when
literally
shit came
spit out
on,
That dude,
worms.
yeah, worms, yeah.
Ew.
I would legit walk in the room doing like the little shake shit and everything. Like that shit used to be so fucking fun to me. Like the Boogeyman was my nigga. And Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley
Bobby
was
Lashley's
always
still in the
my
game.
God. Yeah, he's still in the game. Was my guy. Love Bobby Lashley. So who were three of those guys for you?
Bro, my dude D'Lo Brown, bro. Like growing up, D'Lo Brown had the best movesets, bro.
Ooh.
The dude can do like
Okay.
the dude can do moonsaults, and dude can let's see who's the other one. Gangrel. I like Gang. He's underrated, bro. Gangrel is good.
Mhm.
And mid Carters. Let's go with John Morrison, bro.
John
From
Morrison?
Eminem. Yeah, I like him a lot.
John Morrison. I used to like John Morrison. That tag team was kind of one-sided because John Morrison fucking carried that shit. He
For real.
carried it, and they just let Melina just show her ass and shit. And I was like, okay.
And screams.
The other guy was just like forgettable.
He was like just
Was it
there,
Johnny
yeah.
Mercury?
No,
Isn't
yeah,
it?
Johnny Mercury. Yeah,
So
him.
fucking forgettable. But D'Lo Brown,
Yeah, you know,
bro,
like
shout out Nation
D'Lo
Domination,
Brown.
bro.
Real.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
Nation
D'Lo Brown
Domination.
was
That
the
was my
star.
shit. So
Nation,
definitely
yeah.
like D'Lo
Farouk.
Brown.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was my shit. Loved it. I'm reminiscing
Good
now.
times,
Like
good times.
now I'm getting into my like
Yeah.
bag. I'm like now the inner kid in me is coming out with all my fucking wrestling shit. I used to want to be a fucking wrestler when I was a kid. I had like all the little fucking belts.
You
and
can
shit.
do it.
You can do
I'm not doing that
Follow
shit
your
now,
dreams.
man.
Dreams.
That shit's fucking whack
Come
now.
on.
Hey, shout out to Shady, bro, because
He's
like
mad he
just
can't hit a
him,
woman.
just
That's
because
why.
him like being here and us having this conversation, like it is bringing me back to my childhood. Like even from when I was playing 2K11, 2K13, with him doing his mixes and just talking about wrestling right now. So, like I
That
said,
shit-
shout out to you, man.
It's been a
Appreciate it,
minute since I
appreciate it,
really
bro.
dug deep in that fucking wrestling bag, bro. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. But do y'all have any more questions for the man? Because I honestly ran out. So
Yeah, my bag ran out.
Yeah, I got a question. When you
Top five
when
YouTube.
you went to 2K and did the trailer or the intro, did you still have to go through the actual game and trigger the
Yeah, I
different things, or did they give you like some
I
sort of
did,
developer shit?
they handed me a list of what new animations of signature.
But they
celebrations are in the
didn't
game.
give you any sort of that.
Nah, bro. They just sat me down and then like, okay,
Like,
cut
all
the
right,
clips,
start those
and then,
1 minute
like,
quarters,
okay.
big guy. That's the buzzer beater.
That's fucking whack. I'd be
they
pissed.
really got you there and be like, so we got rid of the mode that really helps you.
For real, bro.
Let's see what you got.
Let's
No,
see what you-
They brought him in just
Oh,
to
bro,
see
but
what
the
loopholes
but
he
the
had so they
replay
could take
option
him
that I
out.
used, it was a dev kit. It was so good, bro. Like,
Oh, they did have
the
a
things,
nice
yeah.
one?
That when you see in a trailer, like no boundaries, and it was everything, bro. So good. It was so good. I wish they kept that in the game, but
Yeah,
but nah.
Oh, so they do have like a different.
Yeah, they
like a dev
they
replay.
have a dev kit.
Okay, I was
That's-
about to
that's
say like
bullshit.
I
It
was
was
trying
so
to
good,
recreate
by
some
the
of
way.
these
It was so
ankles.
good. I was like,
Yeah.
can you ship this? Can you ship this dev kit back to the Philippines? So,
Yeah, I
That
was
was
about to
so
say.
good.
So like with the dev kit, was it like it was just like angles that you just couldn't have,
bro,
like
yes,
just from home, and
yes,
shit like that.
You could put it really low. You can put it like plus there's tracking. There's bro,
Mhm.
it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
Because
Made it a
even
little
when they
bit
get
too easy.
like my park replay footage for the 2K TV stuff,
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah, I think they
yo,
used
how
the
did
same-
they get that? Yeah, so
No, I figured because what you call, I know I spend like a ungodly amount of time when I'm bored and just high enough when I'm playing like fucking my league and my gym and shit like that, and I do like a certain animation. I spend an ungodly amount of time in the fucking instant replay goddamn mode. So I I know exactly
My
what you mean
man's
when you say
big,
like
trying to get in
angle.
his shady bag. He's like, wait.
Hey, bro, like, listen, you don't
Without an
understand.
Elgato, he's just
Without an Elgato,
It's the phone from the
he's
phone.
so high he thinks he has an Elgato.
bro, I'm like legit in my mind. I'm so high.
I
Like,
am
in
the
my
Elgato.
mind- In my mind, I'm just going through shit. Like I'm legit replay something like 10 times. Like if I get a dunk with LeBron or some shit that I feel is dope, I'm just like, oh yeah, let me see that back like a few times. You see that?
He's like, oh
and I
yeah.
fucking flip the angle, and I'm
dunk
like
that
back
shit.
it up just right, and I hit play, and I'm like, oh, nah, it's better right here. I'm like, bro, I spent 10 minutes doing this, but I need to be playing. Fuck this. And yeah, so I feel it.
Bruh. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy.
Bro, you're about to get DM'd with clips from his games. You're like, yo, use this in your video.
Nah, man, nah.
Yo, Dom gonna be like, yo, can you make a baller ID for me? Oh man, that'd be
All the
crazy.
IDs.
That'd be crazy. Oh yeah. So for next gen, is the next gen version of like is the PC version for next gen gonna come out?
Nah. I remember when 2K14 came out for the 2K14 came out for the PS4. They didn't have it for the PC. That next gen that year, they didn't have it for the PC. Not until the following year for 2K15. Probably not.
They
this
skip a
year.
whole year?
Yeah, for the PC version of the next
Oh,
gen.
I
I didn't
didn't
have
know
it back then.
So
Don't
what'd you
worry,
do
they'll
back
have a
then?
mod.
Like, yeah. So
Yeah.
I know because you use you use a lot of PC mods for your stuff. So back then, what did you do when you were
I just-
making ball? You just used current gen.
Yeah, just use the PS4 version.
Okay.
Plus, it looked
Alright.
so good that time. So
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Now, let me ask this. From what y'all seen from next gen 2K21, because I had this argument with somebody on Twitter. Next gen 2K21, from what we've seen so far, and what we've seen from next gen 2K14, which looks better? Because I've seen people say, like I've legit seen people try to
The
argue.
biggest improvement?
I was one of them, but then I
Like that
retracted my
2K
statement.
Yeah, people were saying, oh, 2K14 next gen looks better than 2K21
they
next
just
gen.
had
I'm like,
they just had a certain type of lighting. I guess that's why it looks
Yeah, I think
better.
it's
They're
It's
saying
like-
it looks better like side by side, or the improvement
side by
looks better?
side, like if you take Stephen Curry 2K14 next gen and put that next to the 2K21 next gen Steph Curry, 2K14s look better. And I'm like, bro, what are y'all smoking? And let me know because I need it.
I didn't look
Because
at it
you're
side by
tripping.
side, but I found that hard to believe.
I thought that was hard to
I
believe.
got the same
too.
graphics card, Justin.
What you know about graphics card?
What you know
sold, I
about
swear to
graphics card?
God. What do I know about graphics card? More than fucking Dom does, that's for sure.
So wait, do you
Oh,
agree?
wow.
Like 2K14 looks better than 21?
I don't.
No, I
Dom?
think 21 looks better.
Oh, okay,
21
okay.
looks better to me. I thought that was like definitive. Like I'm looking at people say this and I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And then somebody tried to break it down. It was like, I'm not saying it looks better, but the graphical leap between 14 current gen and 14 next gen is way bigger than the graphical leap between
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
21
Is that what
current
they
gen
meant?
and 21. That's what that
I think
dude
I think
meant.
it is though. I think it is.
That's what he meant. Other people just said it looked better, but he tried to
Yeah.
break it down. But I'm
Like,
like,
break it down to units. They're saying
I'm
this
like,
shit went
bro.
up 6 units, but this theater it only went up 4 units of graphics improvement.
but I'm like, bro, look at what we are graphically. Like, in order
Quantize
Talking
for-
about units.
But in order for it to
Quantity
have
units
that
of
same,
graphic.
but to
I'm on a
me, to
different
have that
wavelength.
same to have that same level of graphical improvement, we have to basically be playing real life basketball.
That's how,
Like, there's no way.
that's how computers work. You can only improve so much.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
gotta, but
At that point, you might as well just go out and
360
play basketball. If you really
Yeah,
want to see
I'm
something.
like, bro, going from 360 to
good ball.
Xbox One or PS3 to
Jesus.
PS4, like, bro,
Yeah.
like that graphical leap. Obviously, it was crazy because look at the graphics in general. Like the graphics on PS3 are fucking patooey. Like it was terrible.
Yeah.
This shit outside of certain.
But I
players,
remember,
it
though,
shit
when
looked awful.
The trailer was
2K
insane.
came to PS3, the whole moving jersey, the jersey was moving. It looked so sweet, bro.
Oh, that shit was dope. That
They got
shit-
that
that shit was
physics.
dope. I
Jersey
ain't gonna lie.
physics.
I still feel like, and look, hot take for me, the best Kobe models were in the fucking PS3 and Xbox 360 gens. Like his face, that looked more like Kobe
The
than any
2K11, 2K10 ones.
Like
Those
2K, I was like, yeah, 2K10, 11, 12, that range. Those Kobe's look way more like Kobe than any Kobe in any fucking current gen right now. Like the gens we play now, like
Yeah.
Xbox One.
Yeah,
Even just the
they're pretty
jerseys.
Kobe,
When you
bro.
play Kobe and on 2K11, even just like the way the jersey fits on Kobe, that shit looked like Kobe, but now
It was realistic.
It's a little too tight. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
loosen it up a little bit.
Yeah, Kobe looked like he built like goddamn Glenn Davis. Like, it was, like, bro, Kobe was a slender dude. They even had the Kobe neck. Like, people know Kobe has a signature neck, the Adam's apple and all. Where does Adam's apple go in the Xbox One? They just took the nigga's Adam's apple. It was like, gave him some fucked up hair and was like, yeah, that's Kobe. Like, I felt so disrespected playing Kobe over these fucking past 4 to 5 years. I'm like, bro, this is not Kobe. Get this Nobi out of here and give me the Kobe I grew up with. Give me the Kobe I grew up with. Like, this is fucking stupid.
Hey, but regardless, you know, shout out to 2K. They try, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out to 2K. They tried.
The trailer does look dope. And if other games look as good as 2K looks on the next gen, I might have to get it sooner than I thought, because I wasn't gonna buy it till maybe like the summer, but I might have to scrape up some money and get it.
You can save up $300 to get the Series S.
Yeah, save you some money.
I got this PS4 over here that probably runs better than the Series S. So
good luck playing next gen games, buddy.
I'm gonna save it. Christ. That's what I'm saying. I was gonna wait till the summer, but maybe not.
I know I'm getting Cyberpunk. Like, it's gonna be fucking amazing.
Yo, Cyberpunk, yeah.
And is that an exclusive? I didn't think it was an exclusive, but it's looking like.
I'll look it up.
I know, because you know, certain games, you know, at the end of their trailer, they'll flash like PlayStation and shit like that. Cyberpunk's flashing Xbox, and all I'm saying is
exclusive for a little while.
All I'm saying is, if Cyberpunk is an Xbox exclusive,
I think 2K next gen is coming out on PS4 a couple.
It says it's both.
It is. It's both.
According to Wikipedia, which could be wrong, but it says both.
I figured it was both. I didn't think it was exclusive, but I guess they're going to do the thing with the Xbox where they bundle with the Xbox.
It's always also on current gen.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of next gen
I can
games,
still get
this is random, but how you feel about EA not dropping or not making a new Fight Night game? Because people have been asking for like Fight Night.
Hey man,
when was the last one?
I'm happy with it.
PS3, right? They didn't have PS4.
Yeah, PS3 Fight Night Champions.
Round 3 Champions, right?
Oh, yeah, Fight Night Champions. That was the PS3.
Like, how come is like there are no like
because they or not even that because they do UFC.
Oh, okay.
They do UFC. They do the UFC
like
now.
4 now, right? UFC 4.
Yeah, UFC 4 came out this year. But it's because UFC is more popular than boxing. UFC is more popular than boxing, and when it comes to boxing, because boxing is such an independent contractor sport, it was like it's hard to get all the like top boxers because everyone wants a certain amount of money. Like that's why Floyd Mayweather's never been in a boxing game outside of like Fight Night round 2 or 3 because he wants too much money. Like it's not like if boxing was under this umbrella of like fucking the NBA. I was about to say NBA, National Boxing Association, but I can't do that. But
NBL, National Boxing League.
Yeah, NBA. That's a thing over in Australia. Yeah, National Basketball League.
That's where.
But you get what I mean. If it was like an association for boxing, like BA, Boxing Association, fuck it. If it was something for BA, the BA. If they had something like that, where it was under this umbrella of like an association that paid all these boxers and it was all under contract, I feel like they will make another fight.
Probably more easier, yeah.
But like the UFC, even though the fighters are technically independent contractors, it's still under the UFC umbrella.
Right.
Yep.
So everything goes through the UFC, then it goes on motherfuckers' contracts because you're under the UFC.
Yeah.
There's not,
and that's also why for NBA,
bro.
the only problem they've had is with legends. Like in terms of getting current players, they really haven't had any problems with that. But when you're trying to get like Charles Barkley or Reggie Miller in the game,
bro, I remember back in the day, Live couldn't afford Michael Jordan, bro. Like Live 99, 98, like it'll be like player number 99, overall 99. That would be Jordan.
Oh, so they
bro, go back 98, 97, bro. Like they couldn't afford Jordans. It was like some random bald dude and number 99, player A, overall 99. Player A.
That's crazy. Player A versus Kobe. That's crazy, man. But yeah, do y'all have anything else to say? If not, we can wrap it up like a content.
Yeah, I have something to say actually. Dom, you said you're excited for the Cyberpunk game?
Yeah.
You're excited for it. Do you realize that that's a primarily single player game?
Say that again. It's a what?
primarily single player game.
It's primarily single player, which
So
means
you're
there's
not
still
gonna play
multiplayer aspect.
You're not going to play the
There you
single
go.
player part. You're just going to play the
I
multiplayer.
might give it a shot. I mean, I might,
Interesting.
you know.
All
This
right.
man, this man plays Last of Us for the multiplayer.
What?
Last of Us has a
No,
multiplayer.
I don't.
No, I'm just saying that's like the same thing.
Yeah, right.
I mean, first of all, I like
I was just
Keanu
playing The
Reeves,
Last of Us. I
so
was like, how the
I
fuck
will
do you know
support
that?
Keanu Reeves. But my thing is, just if you give me a game, just let it have a multiplayer fucking mode. Like I'll play single player. I don't mind playing single player, but I'm not spending $60 on a fucking game to just play single player.
What if it's a good
That's not
single
what I'm
player?
doing. Like I don't know. Fucking, I'll watch it on YouTube. What the fuck? I'm not spending my money to watch to play a fucking
Bro,
story.
That's
the
what my
hell?
girl said. She was contemplating buying Assassin's Creed, and then she was like, or I could just watch walkthroughs on YouTube.
Yeah, like, that's what you gotta do. Like, it saves you money. Like, I'm not doing this shit, bro. Like, spend $60 just to play through a story. I'll rather do it on YouTube. Like, there's people legit whose job is to
There's
play through a
lot
whole
of people
fucking
that do
game.
that.
And they won't talk the whole time, and that's their job. Like, they're like, you know what?
Some of them
I'll just
talk.
play through it. And some of them do talk, but other ones
So like,
don't.
what was the
And
last game you played the story mode of?
last single player game I played?
Yeah.
Not the whole thing. Just play it a decent.
Uncharted was
4?
the last one. 4, yeah.
That did have a multiplayer. It was ass.
It had a multiplayer.
Actually, it wasn't bad. It didn't have
It's
a
not
big,
too
big
bad.
community. It didn't have a big
Yeah, it
community.
didn't, but it still had, like, if I wanted to play multiplayer, I could. And that's the only thing I asked. Like, I don't mind playing single player game, but give me the option to play multiplayer. Like, there should be no reason we're in fucking 2019 and I can't play a game with my friends. Like, if the whole basis to me having a community on a game is going on fucking message boards in a Discord to talk about, oh, bro, yeah, you in chapter 3, when I was doing this, what did you do, Johnny? Like, that shit is so fucking whack to me, bro. Like, just to me. Like, other people, listen, my views don't stand for other people. My views don't stand for other gamers. If you enjoy playing with yourself, get a PlayStation. Cool. I just don't. It's just not for me. Like, people are hyping up Spider-Man. Bro, it's Spider-Man. How much
Spider-Man's lit.
more
Stop.
can you do with Spider-Man?
Stop.
Yes, have
Looking forward to
fun
it.
web slinging for the fucking 100th
In
time.
4K.
Bro, it's been the same
4K,
game since I was 7, bro. Like,
Bro, I could web sling for 2 hours straight and do nothing. I'd be fine with that. It's so smooth. That shit's so fun.
and
Dom,
some
you,
people-
you replayed one LeBron dunk for 10 minutes, bro.
and I don't want to fucking play like Last of Us. I know, right? It's so weird. It's so fucking weird.
That's
You want to know
No,
why?
The
Because I
Last of
have
Us-
the option.
I think
I
The
have
Last
the
was
option
overrated.
to play with LeBron by myself or play with LeBron versus someone else. I have the option, you know?
Okay. Dom just wants options. That's
Thank
all
you.
he
Just
wants.
give me the choice. If
How would
it's
you
there,
Dom, how would you do a
pro-choice.
multiplayer Spider-Man, in your opinion?
how would you do multiplayer
Just have a
Spider-Man?
bunch of Spider-Man.
You're acting, no, first of all, you're acting like there's not a fucking Spider-Man. Welcome to Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, where there's literally other fucking Spider-Man.
No, I'm
from
saying,
other
how would you do it?
universes.
How would you play it?
What you mean? You would have a story that's based on having a Peter Parker from Universe 724 and Peter Parker from fucking Universe 05, 442.
We have some Rick
Who
and
the fuck
Morty
cares?
shit.
Yeah, like like, come on now, like it's a
So would
video
they
game.
fight each other?
No, you can do like a co-op
Like a-
campaign.
Oh, co-op. Co-op.
story,
Yeah, co-op
yeah.
campaign.
That would actually
Why
be
is that
sick.
so hard?
I was just asking.
right?
I wasn't
That
arguing
was-
with you.
No, I'm not saying you're arguing, but I'm just saying you see the face you made. Like shit, that would be pretty fucking fun to play this game with a
That
fucking
would be
friend.
dope.
Yeah, right.
You ever
It
seen
would be.
though. I won't
Into the
lie.
Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
the little pig Spider-Man?
Yeah, like
I would
you
want
can
it to
pick
be
different fucking Spider. Like which was it? I want to say it was the last Spider-Man when they had like all the
Spider-Ham.
outfits. They had like all the outfits from like different fucking Spider-Man. You had the Ultimate Spider-Man outfit. You had the
The last
fucking LA
game?
Noir
The Wire, yeah,
outfits,
the
whichever
Wire
one it was. I don't
outfit.
know. But like
Yeah, they had
the
like
same
50
way,
of them.
yeah, and just like you need to do that, you can have another fucking player be another fucking Spider-Man, and y'all do the same shit just together. Why
Well, y'all
is that
gotta
so
make,
hard?
they got to make new levels for that, though.
Do they need to?
Because the levels that are built for single player, especially with the cutscenes and stuff.
Oh man, so it's not like there's games like I don't know, maybe
GTA.
Saints Row, like Saints Row,
I'm
where
not
you
saying they
had a
couldn't do
co-op,
it, but they'd have to put through a whole
I
extra
mean,
campaign,
they
or make a
wouldn't,
new
like-
campaign with the thought in mind that it could
But
be
look
two-player.
at okay, for example, Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2, their fucking campaign, they didn't have to add anything extra when you played co-op. It was the exact same
No,
campaign.
but they built it like that, knowing from the beginning it could be co-op. Spider-Man, they didn't do it like that, so they have to rethink it.
So add 30 more fucking people to fight. There you go. It's a matter of an update. Come on, people. It's 2020. It's an update.
Right.
Just
I'm saying
update
if they make a next game, that would actually be a good thing to have.
I mean, if next gen had a new fucking Spider-Man game, they could do it. But they're just giving you niggas the same
what did
thing.
they do with that?
But they just said, "Oh, we're gonna give you a black Spider-Man, new Spider-Man game." And everybody just hyping this shit up.
That's
oh my
cool.
god, we get to be
stuff,
Miles
right?
Morales in 4K. Like yo, PlayStation people kill me, bro. PlayStation people kill me. Like,
you're not getting him in 4K.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying. You're getting in 1440p.
No, you're not even getting him at all. He's exclusive.
All I'm saying is PlayStation play, like people who really play PlayStation and their excuse to why I choose PlayStation is because we have exclusives. What exclusives do you have? Everything that's single player. And all the single player games could be fucking co-op. God of War could have been co-op.
No, it could not. No.
You played through a storyline as Kratos and his fucking son Loki. That could have been co-op. What do you mean?
You think you're... Bro, do you know Loki's controls? Man can shoot an arrow once every 3 minutes. You want to sit there and shoot an arrow once every 3 minutes?
And that's why you build the game to have Loki as an actual playable character.
All right.
You're like, oh, recharge it. Oh, guys, I got a new arrow.
And that's why you build Loki as a playable character with its own movesets for player 2 or whoever to use Loki.
Oh, new arrow.
Why is that so hard? God of War could have been multiplayer. Last of Us, I swear to you go through the fucking story as 2 people. You could have played as the damn dude and the fucking little girl.
You want to play as the little girl who doesn't even know how to fucking swim?
And that's you act like there's not been games where you can't fucking swim. What the fuck? There's been like 82 GTAs where you can't fucking swim. I don't want to hear that shit.
No, I'm saying the little girl can't swim.
At the end of the day, bro, just play on the console that has the games you want to play. That's
very true. That's very true, bro.
Yeah.
Play what you have fun doing. You know, some people.
Big facts.
Some people enjoy playing with themselves. I don't judge you.
Pause.
You know?
When I play, no, he said on purpose. Masturbation station.
Yeah, bro. Some people enjoy playing the masturbation station. Have fun. I get it.
God.
You know, hey, that's the life for some people.
Bro.
Some people choose to live that
That's the
life. Listen, it's 2020. If you can marry who you want to marry, you can play with yourself if you want to play with yourself, man.
Well, last night I played The Last of Us for 4 hours straight by myself. No disturbances, and I
4 hours straight of playing with yourself. Did you hear that?
That they killed off Joel early in the game.
What did you just say?
What's your?
Did you get to that part yet?
Did you like? What's your thoughts on killing Joel early in the game? So,
bro, I'm playing the first one. You just ruined.
Oh wait, what?
First of all, Shady, don't feel bad.
Sorry, bro. My bad. Oh,
The
bad
Last
me,
of
bro.
Us 2 is
I was thinking too, like, wait, when did Joel die in the first one?
I was like, I am Joel.
My bad, bro. I thought you.
So I wasn't gonna get to the second one. I heard it was trash.
He's just gonna watch the walkthroughs.
I'm just gonna watch the Dom walkthroughs.
That's what I do, bro. If it's a single player game,
honestly,
man,
I probably will watch
the
the walkthrough for that one because I heard the game wasn't that good.
It was some mid. It probably just didn't meet up the standards of the.
Or I'll wait 3 years until they put it for free on PlayStation Plus, and then I'll play it.
Or they could have just made it. They could have just made a multiplayer. It'd be more fun. Hey.
Bro, stop it. If you want a multiplayer game, get a multiplayer game. This one's not multiplayer. I'm sorry. Not every game has to be multiplayer.
I feel like if you spend $500 on a fucking console, every game should be multiplayer. I'm just saying.
Different, Dom.
People are going out here spending $400 on this damn PlayStation or $500 on this PlayStation to play games by themselves. You're stupid. I'm sorry.
Hey, you got to get a balance of both. That's my opinion.
That's true. I get that. But people who like the PlayStation people whose premise
all the time. I get
the
bored.
PlayStation people whose premise is because we have the best exclusives, so you're getting a game to play. You're spending $500 to play games by yourself. Like that just doesn't make sense.
Well, you can get the exclusive and then also play other games that aren't exclusive.
Or you can just get a console that plays those other games and has exclusives that are multiplayer.
Anyway,
y'all can agree to disagree. Holy shit!
You're right.
All right, man. Let's close this out because in the Philippines it is midnight.
Oh yeah.
So,
it's midnight for my man.
Yeah. So shouts to Shady again for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. If you want to plug your stuff right now, go ahead.
Yeah, just go follow me on Instagram, Shady00018 _ and YouTube as well, and as well as Facebook. Thank you once again for having me.
Hey, no problem, man. Thank you for coming on Deadass, because you took us to
appreciate it.
memory. You took us to memory lane today.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
bro.
gonna lie.
Like,
Man.
Yeah. Big facts. And shout out to Justin for at least showing up, even though he was late. It's all good.
My man was asleep.
we had some issues.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let's do outros. Justin, say goodbye to the people, man.
Subscribe, CEO Cheeskeet. Stream Word You the Dude
what is
on SoundCloud. Money on the Road.
He's shouting out the wrong song.
Wait, what?
He's shouting out the wrong song.
Anyway, GG boys. See you next week.
Oh my God, man.
All right. Dom, say goodbye to the people.
Man, where do I got you with your plugs, bro? Yo, follow at CEO Chiefski on Twitter or Snapchat. Which one was it? I don't fucking know.
He already fucked it up.
Where do has like 39 plugs, bro? Yo,
That's what I'm saying, dude.
go wherever you are. Go find fucking Wordu's World fucking channel on
Wordu's
YouTube.
World
I
on
think.
YouTube.
Go stream Doing the Most featuring me and Wordu, and go follow me on Twitter at DomChurch1.
Go shoot
And follow
Money
me
on the Road.
on fucking Snapchat at Dom Church. Me and Wordu got a new song coming out. Ooh, Wordu, I just dropped a hit. I'm sorry, but yeah.
That's
Snippet.
Yes, sir.
Snippet.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm a DM rap on Instagram, the rap IG page. Give him a link.
Rap
on
TV.
there. Rap TVD. All right, but we're out, man. Thank y'all for coming out. Peace.